Shut the fuck up!
No, I don't have to do anything. This is America. You
You want fucking...
take that shit off.
The name of this original video is Hothead Veteran Will Make the Perfect Future Cop. Now, I can't verify if this guy is really a vet or if this is just a guy wearing fatigues. But what I do want to do is look at this guy's off-the-hook childish actions and make some relevant comments about what's going on with people mentally these days. Let's take a look.
Yeah, you do, bitch. What? Bitch, I'll slap in your fucking mouth. Whoa!
I was waiting on the parking spot.
I was waiting on a parking spot. Don't matter. You were in the way of my goddamn car.
And so what? I was waiting on the parking spot.
I was waiting. And behind my car?
You never
Fuck that way.
You never been.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up!
No, I don't have to do anything. This is America.
You want fucking...
Take that shit off.
Stop.
Take that off.
I will.
Take it off.
I don't give a fuck about the fucking army or anything about it.
I promise. This will wait in the parking spot.
Quit trusting me. Get
Don't do her like that.
Don't do her like that.
Don't do her like that. Oh my God. And you have the nerve to serve our country.
Fuck your
What the
country.
fuck we
Fuck
got to
America.
do? This is what the fuck we got to deal with. Your child is right there.
Why you calling me?
Your child. Do something. Please don't. Please don't.
Like I said, I don't know if this guy's a vet, and I don't know what's going on in his life to make him act like this. We've all got our crosses to bear in life. But I do know one thing. I'm responsible for my actions, you're responsible for your actions, and this guy, regardless of what he's going through, is responsible for his actions. And no matter what's going on in your life, this right here is unacceptable. This is the kind of unconsolable response you'd see from a 3-year-old in the checkout line of a grocery store. Also, if this guy is a vet who's suffering from PTSDs, I don't know if it is, but if it is, it's still not acceptable behavior. But this is the kind of mentality that leads to serious domestic abuse and more than 20 vets taking their lives every single day. That's 600 vets every single month, guys. Over 3,600 military men and women a year who can't handle the mental stresses international bankers via the military-industrial complex lay on our brothers and sisters by throwing them into the grist mills of war. And here's the kicker. Law enforcement agencies have long been a favored career choice for those who have enlisted in the armed forces. Today, just 6% of the population at large has served in the military, and according to U.S. Census data, 19% of police officers are veterans. It's the third most common occupation for vets behind truck driving and management. In part, the attraction is the result of a web of state and federal laws, some dating back to the late 19th century, that require law enforcement agencies to choose veterans over candidates with no military backgrounds. But there's also another huge part of the equation that people don't take into consideration. When you enter the military, you sign your life away. You become property of the United States government, and their aim is to tear you down and build you up in their image. Military men and women have signed over their rights to the federal government, and they're trained to be authoritarian order followers. They allow themselves to be solidified in the complex and quick-setting concrete of cognitive dissonance. So it's no wonder their lives are messed up. Their minds have been hardwired to use unjust force to bring about a certain desired end. They've been stripped of their ability to think critically, and their gears have been set to accept nothing less than unquestioned compliance. And as we've seen and can see in video after video, when that compliance doesn't come quick enough, the fangs come out, extortion escalates, state revenues are generated, freedoms erode, and in more cases than we can possibly keep up with, innocent lives are lost. In states with the most stringent hiring preferences like New Jersey and Massachusetts, A police applicant who was honorably discharged from the military leaps over those who don't have those credentials. Disabled veterans are favored over military veterans with no documented health concerns. William Thomas, a PTSD-afflicted Newark cop, secured a place on his sergeant's promotion list because of his time overseas with the New Jersey Air National Guard. The Obama administration helped expand this discharge military preference in 2012, and the Department of Justice provided tens of millions of dollars to fund scores of vets-only positions in police departments nationwide. Ronald L. Davis, who headed that office in the Obama administration, said, quote, "I reject the notion that a returning veteran who has seen combat should cause concern for a police chief. I would even hire more if I could." The bottom line is this: adults shouldn't act like this. And when they possess characteristics that cause them to act like that, the last thing you want to do is give them a badge, a uniform, a gun, the authority of the state, and a monopoly on force and violence. Now, I want to end this video with the words of one of the most sinister Zionists the world has yet known. Henry Kissinger. This Secretary of State and National Security Advisor under the presidential administrations of Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford is quoted as saying, "Military men are just dumb, stupid animals to be used as pawns in foreign policy." Now, whether he said this or not, we see that the actions of a Kissinger or any high-level political psychopath line up with these words. They don't care about our brothers and sisters. The more servicemen and women they can send off to the blood fields to man their military-industrial complex mass murder machines, the more money they can make, and the more power they can accumulate. And they don't give a damn about you or your PTSDs or securing freedom for America. Guys, it's time to wake up. By sharing this video with everybody you know everywhere you can on social media, you help to inform the public as you help channels like this overcome YouTube's censorship and suppression algorithms. On December 10th, everything's going to change when they change their terms of service. So please be sure you're signed up to my private email list through my website, highimpactflix.com. That link is in the description below. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police in the comment section below, and I'll see you guys in the next heavily censored shadow ban video.